Hello guys, my name is Jonathan Makasa. I have a master in Biotechnology and Nanotechnology, and today I want to talk to you about COVID-19 vaccines. As we all know, the pandemic is still out there, and people are all wondering, will our lives ever get back to what they were before? Are we all obliged to get vaccinated? And if yes, which vaccine is the most appropriate and the safest? If you are one of them, then this video is for you. According to Gavi, the Vaccine Alliance, vaccines are regrouped into 4 groups: whole viruses vaccines, protein subunit vaccines, nucleic acid vaccines, and viral vector vaccines. Whole viruses vaccine use 2 main approaches. The first one is live attenuated vaccines, where the virus is used to trigger the immune response. So the virus can still replicate but cannot cause the illness. The second approach is the inactivated vaccines, where the virus is inactivated, so it cannot replicate in the cell, but can trigger an immune response. The second type of vaccines is protein subunit. Here we don't use the full virus, we just use one part of it. Usually they use the protein that causes a disease as an antigen to create an immune response. These vaccines have less side effects, but sometimes they may create a weak immune response. That's why we usually add adjuvants to them. The third type is nucleic acid vaccines. They use the nucleic information, the genetic information, to communicate or deliver the information to the cell so that the cell will produce its own antigens that will later be recognized and be killed. These type of vaccines are usually easy and cheap to make. The third form is the viral vector. They are a bit similar to the nucleic acid vaccines, only they use a virus, a different virus from the one the vaccine is targeting, to deliver the genetic information. For the COVID-19, it was used ChAdOx1, which is an adenovirus, a chimpanzee adenovirus that was inactivated genetically so that it will not replicate in the cell. After the virus falls in the cell, there is endocytosis. Then this virus containing the DNA of the COVID-19 SARS-2 goes into the nucleus, where it releases that information in the nucleus for the messenger RNA to be synthesized from the DNA. That messenger RNA will later move to the cytoplasm, where we will have a translation. So the proteins, the spike proteins of SARS-2 can be synthesized by the cell, and those proteins will later migrate to the surface of the cell, and then the cells that was vaccinated can be recognized by B cells and killer T cells. In this video, I want to tell you about 5 types of vaccines: Pfizer, Moderna, J&J, Johnson & Johnson, AstraZeneca, and Sputnik. Pfizer and Moderna use the technology of a messenger RNA, so nucleic acid vaccines, to trigger the immune response. Johnson & Johnson, AstraZeneca, and Sputnik, at the reverse, they use a viral vector, for instance, the adenovirus, to deliver the DNA of the COVID-19 into our cells to produce the immune response. Clinical trials have showed different level of efficiency. According to official sources, Pfizer has showed 95% efficiency, Moderna has showed 94%, but after second dose, it was not very efficient for people who are over 65 years old. Johnson & Johnson showed 85% of efficiency, and most particularly for different hard forms of the virus infection. Sputnik has showed more than 90% efficiency. AstraZeneca has showed 90% at first dose and only 62% at second dose. I hope this was useful, and thanks for watching.